Hello and welcome to another update on the Tigard real estate market. This is Steve Thoele, principal broker with Premier Property Group, and this update is going to cover the last 8 weeks of market activity ending this past Sunday, August 13th. So I'm going to share the screen with you here now and go through the data with you as I always do. So first off, looking at the active listing count, this last week in Tigard, I show we had 20 new properties come on the market. Certainly kind of a little lower than where it's been over the past month and a half here. And ended the week with 199 homes in Tigard on the market. And that's down from a high that we achieved here just the week before at 216 properties active in Tigard. Then the median price and the days on market for those listings. You can see we kind of had a touch to low here a few different occasions at 700,000 for the price, and then the high touched it here again this last week at 730,000 for the most recent reading for the 199 homes that are on the market right now in Tigard. And then the days on market, you can see that that's started off at 38, got up to a high of 45 here about 4 or 5 weeks back, and then dipped down clear to a low of 33 days 2 weeks ago, and then this last week bumped up again to about 39 days. So about 5 weeks or so of average market time for these most recent 199 homes on the market in Tigard. Okay, we'll move on to pendings here. So pending sales, this last week we had 25 homes go sale pending in Tigard, and you can kind of see that's certainly kind of within the range of where it's been over the past 8 weeks here. End of the week with 129 homes in pending status. Again, that's been pretty steady here over this past month, down from a high of 157 where we kind of started 8 weeks back. And the median price and days on market for those pendings, you can kind of see we had a high of 650 here for the first 2 weeks of the period here, got down to a low of 595 for a couple weeks here, and this last week kind of went back up to kind of in the middle of that range of 625,000. And then the days on market for the pendings, you can kind of see that's definitely kind of been on the rise. So we had a low of 12 days of average market time 8 weeks back, and that's climbed up to 30. So right now we're just about a month of average market time for homes that are going under contract in Tigard. So market's definitely kind of slowed a bit as we've kind of moved through the summer months here. And then to finish up, we'll look at the sold listing activity. So as of the time I put the info together here, I show we had 23 homes got recorded as sold this last week in Tigard. That's down a bit from the prior couple weeks, you can kind of see. And when I look over the prior 4 weeks of activity on a week-by-week basis, we finished this last week at 99 homes have sold over the prior 4 weeks. And it's been a fairly tight range. You can kind of say we had a low of 90 homes here 3 weeks back and a high of 104 earlier on in the period, about 7 weeks back. So again, pretty tight range of, the sold's been pretty steady on average in Tigard over the past couple months. The median price and days on market for those sold listings, you can kind of see we kind of climbed up to a high of just under 650,000, 648 here 5 weeks back, and it has been on the decline from there. In this last week, dipped down to 585, which is considerably less than it's been in prior weeks. Definitely below that 600 mark. And then again, same with the pendings. Days on market has been on the rise. We had a low of 6 days to begin with, and most recent reading is 14 days of average market time for the most recent 99 sales that have happened in Tigard. And then lastly, to finish it out here, we'll look at weeks of inventory and the sale price as a percent of the original list price. So the red bars is that weeks of inventory, and good measurement of relative supply and demand in the market. And you can kind of see we had a low of about 6.5 or so weeks of inventory here 7 weeks back, got up to a high of a little over 9 weeks 3 weeks back, and it's dropped down to just about 8 weeks, the most recent reading. So just right at 2 months of inventory in the Tigard market right now. And then the sale prices were sent to the original list price. You can kind of see we had a kind of a high of just under 100% of full asking price to begin with, and it has softened a bit. We're down to about a little over 98% as most recent readings here over the prior 2 or 3 weeks now. been pretty steady over the past 3 weeks. So, prices have softened a bit from where they were, but, still, relatively strong, relative to the original asking price that sellers were looking for. So, all in all, I would still very much a, pretty good seller's market right now, with about 2 months of inventory, and, prices holding pretty firm. Even in the face of continued high rates, most recent reading is we're still definitely in the sevens, about 7.25 or so, depending on your situation, for a 30-year fixed rate conventional mortgage. So buyers are still out there, and in spite of that, but there's just not as many of them. So I think starting to see a bit of a slowdown as we kind of move through the latter parts of summer here. So hope that was helpful. As always, if I can answer any questions, please feel free to reach out. Let me know what I can do to help. My phone number and email address are down below the video here. So let me know what I can do to help. And always appreciate any likes, comments, shares. Let me know if you find this information valuable. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, it's always a great reminder to do so. Click that subscribe button, and it's a great way for you to stay up to date on what's happening in your local market. So hope you have a great day and week ahead. Looks like it's gonna be a really hot one here over the next few days. So hope you're able to stay cool, and we'll see you on the next update.